Hey Yusa, good a second.
Hey, what's going on, Ichwan? You look stressed.
I am. This marketing proposal is driving me nuts. I feel like I am overthinking it. Could you take a look and tell me if it makes sense?
Sure, but let me finish this email first. Okay, done. Send me the file.
Wait, you sent it. Thanks, man. I owe you one.
Alright, let me check. Your ideas are solid, but this part here. Did you mean to propose a discount on our products?
Oh no, just on the seasonal items. Did I forget to mention that?
Yeah, it's not clear. Maybe you can add a clarification here, at this here.
Got it. I fixed that. What do you think about the overall structure?
Wait, let me check all structure. It's pretty good. Pretty good. But maybe you can cut down this. It's feel a bit wordy.
Okay, makes sense. I'll rework that tonight.
Cool. Anything else?
Actually, yeah, I've been stuck on the tagline for the campaign. Do you think can help me brainstorm some ideas?
Campaign. The client for the campaign, yeah. Sure. What the vibe you are going for?
Something friends and catchy, but still professional. I like it. So it make people curious, but also trust the brand.
Let me think. Let me think. How about something like seasonal saving or maybe a timeless value?
Oh, that's good. Let's keep that as an option.
Alright, let me know if you want to brainstorm more later.
Definitely. Oh, by the way, can you join me for the client meeting tomorrow at 3 p.m.?
At 3 p.m. tomorrow, yeah. Wait, let me check my schedule. Yeah, I'm free then. What's the meeting about?
It's a presentation of this proposal. I think having you there to explain the technical side would really help.
Got it. Send me the brief, and I will prep some point tonight.
Will do. Speaking of presentation, can you also review my slides for the quarterly review tomorrow morning?
Man, you are really feeling it on today, huh?
I know, but you're the only one I can icon on for his stuff.
Fine. Send it to me. But I'm reviewing it after dinner, okay?
Deal. Thanks, Isa. Seriously, I appreciate it.
No problem. Oh, wait. Since you asking for favor, I need one too.
What? Oh, really? What? You're the catch?
Nothing crazy. I'm working on a pitch for a side project, and I need someone to practice with. Can you spare a hour tomorrow?
Of course. Just let me know when.
Cool. Let's do it after the client meeting.
Sounds good. Anything else?
Nah, I think we plan our entire day tomorrow.
True. Alright. Back to work for now.
Yep, time to hustle.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Alright.
Yeah, that's right. You know it.
Thanks.
Hello, my name is Yusuf Febrian. I'm from BSc University, from Faculty of Engineering and Informatics, from Information System Department. Today, I want to explain about infinitive. What is an infinitive? Apa itu infinitive? Infinitive is a verb that function as a noun, an adjective, or an adverb. The function of an infinitive verb is to express opinion, the purpose of object, action, and to answer questions such as who, what, or why. The basic formula of infinitive usually start with the word to, followed by the best form of a verb. Infinitive verbs are not conjugated like other verb form, so they remain in the infinitive form with a sentence. Infinitive form come in a various form, such as 1. Infinitive verb as a noun. Infinitive form can function as a noun when they follow constant verb. The function of infinitive verb can be as a direct object atau objek langsung or an indirect object atau objek tidak langsung. Example for direct object, contoh dari kalimat objek yang langsung. I want to swim in the beach. Saya ingin berenang di pantai. The next is example for indirect object, contoh kalimat dari objek yang tidak langsung. To dance in the stake is her greatest dream. To dance in the stake is her greatest dream. Menari di atas panggung adalah impian terbesarnya. Okay, next. Okay, number 2. Infinitive verb as an adjective. When infinitive verb act as adjective, they describe the noun they follow. Adjectives are words that modify, add to, or explain nouns. Therefore, infinitive verb function as adjective when they modify or describe a noun in a sentence. Example, the food I like to make is fried noodle. Makanan yang saya suka buat adalah mie goreng. The next is Jason want a movie to watch. Jason menginginkan sebuah film untuk ditonton atau sebuah movie untuk ditonton. Next is number 3 is infinitive verb as a adverb. Adverb modify or explain adjective, verb, or other adverb. They provide additional information about what, where, how, and to what extent. Sometimes adverb also answer the question why. Infinitive verb function as an adverb when used to provide further information about adjective, verb, or other adverb in a sentence. Example, that is going to the supermarket to buy an apple. Ayah pergi ke supermarket untuk membeli apel. Ayah pergi ke supermarket untuk membeli sebuah apel. Atau bisa juga membeli apel. The next example is I want to collect to become an architect. Saya ingin kuliah untuk menjadi arsitek. Okay, that's an example of infinitive verb as an adverb. Next is we have number 4, bare infinitive. Are like you have seen some example of infinitive verb that include the word to, but not all infinitive actually use the word to. Tidak semua infinitive menggunakan kata to. This is known as a bare infinitive. Kata ini disebut dengan bare infinitive. Infinitive yang tidak menggunakan kata itu disebut sebagai bare infinitive. Which function in the same way as a infinitive verb. Yang dimana itu memiliki fungsi yang sama seperti kalimat infinitif biasanya, cuma bedanya tidak menggunakan kata to. Alright, they follow modal auxiliary verb like can, should, should, would, will, could, may, might, etc. in a sentence. Bare infinitive function as object of modal verb in a sentence. They work the same way in sentence with a preposition verb like her, she, feel, sense, and permission verb like with, let, need, know, help, had better, sooner than, would rather, etc. Okay, next. Alright, this here is an example of bare infinitive. Robert might lend us his book. Robert mungkin saja ingin meminjamkan bukunya. Atau ya, pengetahuan saya ya. Robert might lend us his book. Robert mungkin saja meminjamkan bukunya. Next is I saw her run 5 lap. Saya melihat dia berlari 5 lap. Next is my brother helped me do my homework. Saudara laki-laki saya atau abang saya membantu saya dalam mengerjakan PR saya. Next is I hear him leave the room. Saya dengar dia pergi dari kamar. Dia pergi dari ruangan itu. Next is they let us go early. Mereka membiarkan kita pergi duluan atau pergi lebih awal. Next is they should leave before it rain. Mereka seharusnya pergi atau pulang sebelum hujan atau sebelum turun hujan. Alright, the conclusion about this material is 1. Infinitive verbs are the best form of a verb, typically preceded by the word to. Example, to eat, to run. But sometimes we ought to terkadang tanpa menggunakan kata to. Not as a bare infinitive. Bisa juga dibilang sebagai bare infinitive atau bare infinitive yang tidak menggunakan. Bare infinitive adalah infinitive yang tidak menggunakan kata to. Example, can go, must see. Next, number 2 is infinitive as a noun. Infinitive can function as a noun, acting as a direct or indirect object in a sentence. Next is number 3 is infinitive as an adjective. Infinitive can function as adjective, describing or modifying a noun in the sentence. 4 is infinitive as an adverb. Infinitive can also function as an adverb, providing additional information about a verb, adjective, or other adverb in the sentence. And the last is bare infinitive. These are infinitive without to. Ini adalah bentuk infinitif yang tidak menggunakan to. Typically following modal verb, preposition verb, and permission verb. Infinitive provide flexibility in a sentence, serving a subject, object, or to add further explanation about action. Alright. The closer. Understanding the use of infinitive is essential for enhancing your ability to express ideas clearly and effectively in English, whether used as a noun, adjective, or adverb. Infinitive provide flexibility in a constructing meaningful sentence. By recognizing their various functions, you can communicate with more precision and fluency. The more you practice using infinitive in your daily conversation and writing, the more natural they will become. Remember, mastering this small but powerful structure will greatly improve your language skill. Yes, that's true. Improve your language skill. Yeah. Alright, this is for me. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for you all watching this or listen this. Thank you for your attention. Sorry for if I have a bad word or a wrong word. Sorry. Alright, thank you for your attention. Goodbye. Thank you.